Moscow, dramatic capital of the Soviet Union, hosts the 1987 European Gymnastics Championships, a fitting venue in a land that's dominated world gymnastics for more than 30 years. The first of their great stars, Larissa Latinina, her remarkable achievements are still unsurpassed. She won 15 gold medals at the World Championships and 9 Olympic golds. Nelly Kim, another of the all-time greats of Soviet gymnastics. She was one of the first to score a perfect 10 in an Olympics. Perhaps the best known, Olga Korbut, the 1972 Olympics made her a star. Millions of girls around the world sought to emulate her magic. Today we'll see the new generation of Soviet gymnasts. Remember Montreal in 1985, where the USSR produced the first ever joint world champions. Oksana Emelianchik on the right, surprisingly out of the Soviet squad in Moscow, leaving Elena Shushanova to lead their team into these European championships. Hard on their heels will be the Romanians, with Camelia Voinia, her acrobatic virtuosity quite outstanding. And Daniela Silivas, just 4'5" tall, who took the world individual beam title in Montreal with a perfect 10. Good evening. And the
well, she scored 9.85 on vault. Now on A bars, the young Soviet hope, 14-year-old Svetlana Baitova.
Oh, and what a start. Everybody building up to see a brilliant performance and falling off on the first difficulty. Giant, Delchev, nice flying forward circle, lovely combination there, very unusual.
All 4 pieces of apparatus going on at once, that's why you hear the music from the floor in the background.
Double back somersault with full twist to finish, but a costly fall in the first 3 movements.
And you can see from her expression how she feels. A lost soul. And she'll lose 0.5 of a mark for it.
Yes, 0.5 for the fall. But that's the Delchev, very well caught. And the forward circle flying without the hands onto the thighs, a very unusual combination. The stalled at a handstand, complicated hand changes.
The Soviets were looking for a medal with this girl, and maybe now they're going to be disappointed.
Well, they've definitely put her competition temperament to the test, and I don't think they'll be too impressed. Very high dismount, way above the top bar. Certainly a beautiful gymnast.
And Baitova score 9.325. Still a lot of the competition in front of her, but she's now got a lot to do.
Martina Jentsch from East Germany, from the great school of gymnasts that produced Maxi Genau, Dagmar and Van Rieck. Full twisting double back opener. Brilliant tumble, an Arabian double somersault. Not many girls in the world perform that. Viewers at home will notice a striking likeness to Amanda Harrison, British international gymnast, very much like Martina. Double back dismount. And a very expressive routine there. Martina Jentsch from East Germany.
Here in replay, Martina Jentsch.
The speed from the flick-flack, the half twist, completing the full and then the second somersault, full twisting double back.
And Jentsch scores 9.75 on floor. That's the highest mark on floor so far. Onto the floor now, Camila Voina from Romania, at the moment in second place.
Very good opener, double back straight, and she really went for it. Very good double back, tough punch front. Just look at the body control. She's executing fantastic interpretation to the music. Nice to see she's enjoying it. Final tumble and still lots of energy. Very fit, these gymnasts. Full twisting double back. What an unusual floor routine. Brilliant execution of dance and very high, powerful tumbles from Camila Voina from Romania. Just look at the grit in the run, the determination in that first tumble run. Needing lots of speed. That's the flick-flack, the speed builder. And 2 somersaults in almost a straight position, just bending the legs at the end.
And if only she hadn't messed up on her beam exercise, she would be right in contention. And there's the score, 9.95 for Voina on floor. So she stays in contention at the moment. The big guns still to come, though. And the leaders after the first group, Martina Jentsch of East Germany leads by 0.2 of a mark from Camila Voina. And in third place, the 14-year-old Soviet girl, Baitova.
Alla Priakina from Russia, the Soviet gymnast that we're pinning our hopes on. Third in the USSR Championships, a brilliant talent. Kachev, just swinging over the bars without any problems at all. Giant. And full twisting double back. Went through it as though she'd been through it hundreds of times. Very cool.
Just 14 years old in her first European Championship. Amazing talent.
Giant building up speed for the dismount, and there she goes right above the top of the bar. Full twisting double back.
And there's the score for Alla Priakina on A-bars, 9.9, the highest score on A-bars so far. 9.675 she scored with her first vault. Here with her second from Bulgaria, 18-year-old Diana Dudova.
Oh, and what a landing. That was a perler of a vault. Sukahara full twist in a puck position, slightly bent at the knees, but it's meant to be like that. Tremendous pace into the board as usual, a bit low down the board. Nice and long and high, and just look at the landing. Not a murmur.
There's a score, 9.75 for Dudova on vault. Now, 8.25 her first vault. Here's the second from Alla Priakina.
Full twist on, full twist off. How's about that? Talk about aerial awareness. Klemenko there, Michael Klemenko, coach. very pleased with her. Briakina, so self-assured.
And she's left Shushanova and Silivash with an awful lot to do now.
Full twist on, full twist off, a little bit untidy, but very, very difficult. Autograph hunters around already.
And she may have provided one of the biggest upsets in the history of this competition. And there's a score, 9.90, to round off a fantastic sequence. And Shushanova and Silivas will really have their work cut out now if they're to become European champions. And so going into the final group of Shushanova and Silivas, Briakina has a healthy lead over Dudova from Bulgaria and Golea from Romania. Here's our first look at the big hope from Romania, 17 years old, the World Cup silver medalist, Daniela Silivash.
And what an unusual mount. Very confident start. Silivash, world champion on beam. Two straight backs, and how well she knows where the beam is. Finished inches from the end. Arab Spring flick. Double back. What a brilliant routine, even down to the landing.
And she's immediately followed on floor by Elena Shushanova, the reigning champion.
An action-packed routine. Let's see what she's got as an ending. Double back. Very popular with the crowd. Let's see how popular she was with the judges. Elena Shushanova.
Well, Silivash scored 9.95 on beam. So what a start for her. And how will the judges react to Shushanova? But already the competition building up to a very exciting climax indeed.
There's her Tong Fai. 1 3/4 Arabian, bouncing along the floor a little bit and coming up into a flick-flack. Tremendous flight.
And there's Shushanova's score, 9.90 on floor. Onto the floor now, Daniela Silivas.
Brilliant.
This one of her better exercises as well, got the bronze medal in these European Championships on floor in Helsinki 2 years ago.
Silivash has lengthened and become oh so very graceful. In my book, looking better than Shushanova. And another punch front.
Unbelievable bounce.
The final tumble. Full in, back out tight. Just where do the judges take marks away from that? That was so brilliant. The tumbling, the personality, the extension and everything. The charisma was just superb. Here's one of her tumbling combinations. Whip back the first. Flick-flack. A second flick-flack, and full in, and back somersault out. And just look at the height.
And Silivash's mark on floor, a perfect 10, the first 10 of these championships, and she now leads Shushanova by 0.15 of a mark.
Lisa Elliott.
Moment then, here's her first vault, Daniela Silivash.
Yurchenko with full twist. Beautiful symmetry to the vault, but she did let her legs come apart during the flight phase. Very nice lift indeed. But not as good as Shushanova's.
Shushanova now moves to A-bars.
And there we start with giant Katchev. The difficulty starting to be piled in already. Ginger. Flight over the bottom bar.
Shushanova, remember, joint world champion, World Cup winner, as well as European champion. Oh, the stumble there. Could that cost her the gold?
That could cost her the gold. 0.3, 0.5, who knows? Maximum she could lose is 0.5 for full weight on hands.
Silivash. 9.875 of first vault. That was a second.
Very little to choose between the two vaults. Nice flight, much the same as the first. Not quite so much control on landing.
And there are the scores. The overall score, 9.9. Silivash looks rock firm, and the face of Shushanova tells it all. And the mark is coming up. There it is, 9.5. And I think Shushanova knows that it's very nearly all over. All eyes on this girl who needs 9.65 to beat Briakina and to win the European title.
Stalled at a handstand, full pirouette, Delchev. Tremendous opening. Another Stalder. Beautiful technique, nice tight legs and straight arms. Everything the judges are looking for. Katchev, good distance from the bar. Clear handstand. Shoot front. Well, what a beautiful performance.
And Shushanova looks on and can only look on at the new European champion.
Brilliant. Katchev in style, not just scraping over the bar, but flying over the bar. Handstand again in beautiful tension. All the marks of a champion. Technique perfect, and the ability to really carry out the perfect routine when it matters.
And not a semblance of nerves. There's the score that confirms it. Daniela Silivash from Romania is the new European champion.
Yes, she certainly is. And just to confirm the final placings there, Daniela Shilivash in first position, then winning the championship. Second, Alla Priakina of the Soviet Union. And tying for third place, Elena Shushanova, also of the Soviet Union. And Diana Dudova of Bulgaria, tying there for third place. As for our British girls, Lisa...
Elena Shushanova, joint bronze medalist on vault.
Excellent vault. Full twisting Yurchenko. The Arab spring, a cartwheel with a quarter turn, backwards, coming into the horse blind, lifting off superbly. A nice tight full twist and an excellent landing.
Shushanova, who won the gold medal on vault in the 85 championships. 3 individual gold medals she had then and 1 bronze, as well as the gold overall. But disappointing in the overall championships a couple of days ago. And the score coming up for vault, and there it is, a maximum 10. Fantastic. But not a blinker of recognition on this girl's face. She goes for the second. Remember, it's the average of the 2 marks that counts.
And this could be an even more difficult vault. Let's see how she plays her cards. Arab spring. Yes, it is. It's a double twisting Yurchenko. Much more difficult than the first.
And that's the mark for Jonassen, 9.525.
Technique might not be so perfect because she's really going for the ultimate difficulty. First performed by Arta Akopian in the World Championships in 1981. Brilliant vault, but a step back. But she's already got a 10.
And there's the score for Shushanova's second vault, 9.913. And here is the overall gold medalist from Romania, 17 years old, earlier this month, Daniela Silivas.
Yurchenko, full twist in a puck position. Daniela very short, finding vault her most difficult discipline because of her light body weight. Very good effort, but split legs. Certainly not her best piece of apparatus, but a good vault.
And there's a score, 9.875.
Yurchenko, full twist with straight legs this time, and that was her second vault, and in my opinion, the best. A closer look. She needs lots of speed because she's so tiny. Loses her legs off the top, but then re-extends them before landing. She makes a very good job of that vault.
But now...
Result, Elena Shushanova, the winner with the gold. Silivas gets a silver to add to her gold earlier, and Galea of Romania coming third and winning the bronze medal. Well, Hayley.
Shushanova just making the final preparations to the asymmetric bars. But first on will be the 14-year-old Alla Priakina. Overall silver medalist. Qualified in second place with 9.90.
And the Mount, the only person in the world to perform full twisting flick-flack to backward circle, and already we've seen a full twisting giant. And a Katchev, and now we're coming into the big dismount, which is a double back with a full twist.
Like Lukin, she's been a revelation this week. Unheard of 12 months ago, but has come through to be the newest star in the firmament. And Priakina opens up strongly, 9.863. And here's Boriana Stoyanova of Bulgaria. Next to go on asymmetric bars. Qualified 6th with 9.80.
Stoyanova, been on the international scene since 1981. Full twisting giant. Eagle to catch back straddle. Clear circle to handstand. Giant. So many of these moves coming from the men's high bar work. Shoot front and Barani dismount. Very clean routine. Not amazing difficulty, but everything performed with technical accuracy. Clear circle to handstand. And then the giant. The straighter the arms and the straighter the body, the more appealing this exercise is to the judges. Feet together, body tight. Shoot front somersault and the half twist. Looks really untidy than it is in slow motion.
And next to go. 9.813, the score for Stoyanova. And she's followed. Here's Astrid Hisse from East Germany. 18 years old, qualified 5th with 9.85.
Nice forward giant into Jaeger. Ginger. Legs were meant to be bent. Tremendous record, these Germans, on asymmetric bars. We've had gold medalists Maxi Gnauk, Karen Jans back as far as 1979. And double back away dismount.
The standard on asymmetric bars has been phenomenal, hasn't it, so far?
Absolutely amazing. I'm going to be very disappointed when I go back to my gym.
But if your kids in your gym are watching, they'll be inspired, surely, by this.
And there's a nice high Ginger. Immediate drop to catch the bottom bar. Routines look so easy because they're performed with such technical accuracy. Tremendous amount of training goes into the strength of the gymnasts and their body conditioning.
Marks coming up for Korolyev. Here's Diana Dudova on asymmetric bars. Needs 9.87 to go above Briakina to take the lead.
Two Stolders, inward half turn, Jaeger to catch, drop to catch. A very nice combination. Stolder again on the bottom bar. Movements named after the innovators of the skill. Giant. Double back straight. Excellent routine there from 18-year-old Diana Dudova from Bulgaria.
And she's had a really magnificent championship so far. Joint bronze medalist overall, and a marvellous performance here on A-bars.
Demonstrating tremendous range of movement in the shoulder range and strength, lifting that Jaeger really high and catching it securely before dropping to the bottom bar.
Superb all-round gymnast who's in all 4 finals. And there's Lukin's mark. And here is Silibash, who needs 9.914 for the gold on A-bars.
Stolder, full pirouette, Delchev. About 10 years' work in 3 movements. Stolder. Working with very narrow hands, a very efficient bar worker. Kachev. Another couple of years' work. Giant undershoot with a Barani out. Absolutely brilliant. She makes it look so easy. From the minute she's walked into the stadium in warm-up, she's gone on, done her routine, and it's looked absolutely effortless. Brilliant extension into the landing there.
Scores coming up now for Silivash. And just a fraction short of the perfect 10. 9.975, and surely that's another gold for the Romanian. Such a difficult act to follow, Silivash, but someone's got to do it. And here's Dorte Tumler from East Germany in 4th place, going into these finals with 9.875.
I've watched Dorte Tumler since I arrived in Moscow. She's longed to be in the competition. Delchev there. One time she thought she was only going to be reserve, and she's worked really hard and deserves to be in this final. Really putting her best performance in. Doesn't want to let her side down. And there they are. She is really thrilled. Brilliant little gymnast. Dorte Tumler, only 15 years old.
And the East German crowd really making themselves felt. Delight with the coach. 3 girls they have in the top 15.
And here's some nice work. Of course, East Germany, tremendous tradition. And there's the really high Delchev, straight into her undershoot over the bottom bar to catch. It's not just performing the difficulties, but it's working out of them into yet another difficulty. And this is where the high scores come from these girls.
Lubomir.
Symmetric bars, Daniela Silivash getting the gold again, Diana Dudeva of Bulgaria the silver, and Dorte Tumler getting the bronze. Briefly, a highlight of the
Gold, joint 3rd going into these finals with a carryover score of 9.8.
Double flick straight back with just a hesitation at landing. Split, back pirouette, split. Flick, whip back to 2 feet. Looks much more confident already than she did in the first length. Shoulder stand to chest roll. Gymnasts must perform movements close to the beam. It's part of the rule. Series into dismount, flick, flack, straight back, double twist.
That's much the best so far.
Very exciting routine, especially the last series into the dismount. Just take a look at this. Flick, straight back, straight back. That was the center combination.
There the score for Golea. Anja Wilhelm of West Germany to the beam. Anja in 6th place with 9.70 her carryover score.
Aerial cartwheel quarter turn, very positive. Front semi to one leg. Second aerial cartwheel. Good judgment of the use of the beam there. Dismount series, flick, flack, straight back, full twist. Good routine, lacking on elevation and amplitude in the jumps, but very solid.
And with mistakes so far on the beam, even though she's in 6th place, a chance, an outside chance of a medal for Anja Wilhelm.
The dismount series, straight back, and only a full twist.
Score for Wilhelm, a good one, 9.70. To the vault, Elena Shushanova to the beam, lying in second place with a carryover score of 9.90.
Oh, and she used the beam to hold on. 3/10 there. Full twisting Corbett, and that was really well performed. Difficult trick. Shushanova never has been slender, but she's looking just a little bit chunky around the middle. Dismount. Arab Spring. Oh, very nice. Full twist straight in the second, tuck back.
The score for Korolev, 9.925, and that'll be averaged out after his... So here, the reigning world beam champion, Daniela Silivash, in first place, going onto the beam with a carryover score of 9.95. Shushanova's score, 9.475. And she needs Silivash 9.714 to win the gold medal. And that she should do with ease, provided there are no mistakes.
And I'm very nervous, because I really want her to win, because I think she's brilliant. Lovely, lovely opening series, that. Aerial walkover. Detected a little wobble there. Not there, though. Works so confidently on the beam. It's only 4 inches wide, 16 feet long. Anybody would think it was 16 feet wide. Flick, 2 straight backs, just a hesitation. We can't call that a wobble.
And a spectacular dismount coming up.
Whilst most people are working to master this on the floor, she does it on the beam. And a little bit close to the end of the beam with her head, but a brilliant routine there from Silivash.
And there it is, 9.925 for Silivash. A gold medal for her on beam, her 3rd of these championships, her 2nd individual apparatus gold medal.
And there's confirmation with the silver going to Eugenia Galea of Romania. And in third place, Anja Wilhelm of West Germany. That's the first Western European medal of these championships. Then the vault for the men.
Oh, this is a really imaginative routine. Kamila Vojna for Romania in second place. Her carryover score, 9.95.
Just a hint, her hobby is breakdancing. Double back straight. Double back punch front. Good isolation of body moves here.
For the first time, someone really fully interpreting the music.
Absolutely. Using every body part. Individual routine, that's what I like to see. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Roars of approval all around the Olympijski Stadium. You can see how they enjoyed that.
The middle tumble. And watch the landing punching into front. Somersault did travel back a little because of the landing position from the double back. But a great routine.
Great score for Vojna, 9.988. Daniela Silivash, a perfect 10 she scored in the overall on floor. She needs 9.939 to go above Vojna.
Pull him back out. Double twist, punch front, walk out, flick. Double twist, punch front. How's that? Silivash or Vojna. Both very good routines in their both way, differently interpreted. Like a little doll. And then suddenly a top-class circus acrobat.
The perfect 10 for Daniela Silivash. Well, it's been a disappointing competition for Elena Shushanova. Joint third overall. She has a vault gold medal. She can't get a gold here or even a silver. She's going for bronze. Elena Shushanova from the Soviet Union.
Still a brilliant gymnast. Let's hope she's as brilliant in her defeat as in her success. Unfortunate there. Full twisting flick-flack. One and three-quarter Arabian dive roll. Very clever series there. Well, a fall in the opening tumble and definitely lost value, and Silivas looks on sympathetically.
Krishnova, 9.488. And the final girl to go on this amazing floor routines. 14-year-old Alla Priakina from the Soviet Union in 4th place at the moment.
And full in, full out. Stepped out in the floor area, but who cares on a tumble like that? At one time was suspect, but it's developing very well. Not complicated, but lots of feeling. Doesn't look too out of breath either. Big tumble at the end here. Yes. Pull in, back out. Well, that's the best tumbling we've seen from any of the girls in this championship. Most difficult, most certainly.
9.95 for Priakina.
But inevitably the gold going to Silivas again of Romania. In 2nd place, Camelia Voinia of Romania as well. And the bronze, Alla Priakina of...
Provides another Romanian, Daniela Silivas.